Welcome to BSS Studies. I am Bala. From yesterday we have started new chapter from physics, optics. And yesterday we have learnt reflection of light, angle of deviation. In angle of deviation, we learnt that this is a plane mirror, incident ray, and this is reflected ray, and this is extended incident ray. Okay, this is normal angle of incidence and this is angle of reflection, and this angle is angle of deviation. Okay, so in this angle of deviation is equals to 180 minus 2 angle I, 2 angle of incidence. Okay, the formula of angle of deviation is equals to 180 minus 2 angle of incidence. Okay, so this is for one plane mirror. Okay, and here angle of deviation for two plane mirrors. Angle of deviation for two plane mirrors. For one plane mirror, angle of deviation is equals to 180 minus 2 angle of incidence. For angle of deviation for two plane mirrors, we have to take like this. This is one plane mirror and this is another plane mirror. These both are inclined and having angle theta. Okay, so one of the incident ray falls on this plane mirror and reflected to this plane mirror and reflected. Okay, so in this is extended incident ray and this is extended incident ray. So this is delta 2 and this is delta 1 because this is also an angle of deviation, this is also an angle of deviation. So in this is normal and this is also normal. Angle of incidence, angle of reflection, this is alpha and this is also alpha. I am taking this is also beta and this also beta. Okay, so in this delta 1 is equals to alpha plus alpha, that gives 2 alpha. Okay, in this delta 1 is alpha plus alpha, 2 alpha, and delta 2 is beta plus beta, beta plus beta is equals to 2 beta. Okay, so this is delta 1 plus delta 2 and the total angle of deviation is total angle of deviation is equals to delta 1 plus delta 2, that gives 2 alpha plus 2 beta. Okay, so this is the total angle of deviation. So if we see in this triangle alpha beta theta, triangle alpha beta theta, in this triangle alpha plus beta plus theta is equals to 180 degrees. See, alpha plus beta plus theta 180 degrees. So in this alpha plus beta is equals to 180 minus theta. I am transposing theta like this. So this is theta and I am multiplying 2 on on both sides. Multiplying 2 on both sides. Okay, so this is 2 alpha plus beta and this is 2 180 minus theta. Okay, so in this 2 alpha plus 2 beta is equals to, I am multiplying, so in this 2 into 180 360 minus 2 into theta 2 theta. So this is the angle of deviation for two plane mirrors. Here total angle of deviation is 2 alpha plus 2 beta and here angle of deviation is 360 minus 2 theta. Okay, so this is the angle of deviation. Here total angle of deviation means angle of deviation in two plane mirrors. Okay, here total is 2 alpha plus 2 beta. So here 2 alpha plus 2 beta is 360 minus 2 theta. So here angle of deviation is 360 minus 2 theta. 360 minus 2 theta. Okay, so this is the angle of deviation for two plane mirrors. Here angle of deviation in this angle of deviations for one mirror 180 minus 2 angle of incidence. Okay, for two mirrors 360 minus 2 theta. Okay, these are the formulas. So for example, here for example this is in two plane mirrors and here they gave this angle and they are asking angle of deviation. Okay, so in this angle of deviation formula is 360 minus 2 theta. Here theta refers this angle. Okay, so here 360 minus 2 into 60 120. Okay, so here angle of deviation is 360 minus 120 240. Okay, so in this they gave two plane mirrors, so angle of deviation formula 360 minus 2 theta. So we use the formula for getting answer. So 240 is the angle of deviation. Okay, in this only one plane mirror and they are asking angle of deviation. So here angle of deviation formula is 180 minus 2 angle of incidence. Okay, here they gave incidence angle of incidence. Here angle of incidence is 30 degrees. Okay, so 180 minus 2 into 30. Okay, so 180 minus 60. 120 degrees is the angle of deviation. Okay. So this is the angle of deviation. So our next topic, images formed. Images formed. Images formed. Here images formed formula is formula 360 degrees by theta. When two plane mirrors are inclined, we have to use this formula for finding images. When 360 by theta is even, we should remain that constant. When 360 by theta is odd, we have to subtract -1. Okay? When 360 by theta is odd, we have to subtract. When 360 by theta is even, we should not subtract. Okay? So this is the formula. For example, here theta is 60 degrees. So here images formed is 360 by 60. 6 images are formed. Okay? Here theta is equals to 75 degrees. So 360 by 75. 5 table 15 times. 5 table 52 times. Okay? Here 15 ones are 1. 15 ones are 15. So 15 threes are 45. And 7 is the remainder. So I am keeping point. So 70 will become 3.4. How I will do? 15, 52. Okay? Here 15 threes 45. So 7 is the remainder. I am keeping point. 0 will come. So 15 4 60. 10 is the remainder. 3.4 is the images. Here when the value will be less than 5, we have to take 3 images. When the value of in this decimal place is above the 5, we have to take 4 images. Here Here 3.4 is the answer. 360 by 75. So here decimal place is less than 5. So we have to take this as 3 images. When this value is 3.6 or 3.7, we have to take 4. Because this value is above 5. When 3.5 is there, we have to take 3.5 only. Half of the image is formed. Okay? So this is the rule. When this value is less than 5, we have to take 3. When this value is above 5, we have to take 4. When the value is 5, we have to take 3.5 only because half of the image is formed. Okay? So these are the images formed formulae when plane mirrors are inclined. Plane mirrors are inclined. Okay? So I am taking parallel. In this learnt that two plane mirrors are inclined, formula is there. For two plane mirrors are in parallel, here this is an object. So when the incident ray like this will come and this is reflected ray, we have to take like this. This is the image formed, because when the reflected ray is extended incident ray, we should not do image. Okay, so this is the image form. Here this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Image is here. Okay, so these are the images formed in parallel mirrors. So when they give like this plane mirrors, okay, here object is there and this is incident ray and this is reflected ray. Here image is formed. Here this is image and this is reflected ray and this is incident ray, this is reflected ray and image is here. When here incident ray is formed and reflected ray also, image is formed in this, and here two images are formed. Okay, here two images are formed. Here we have to take like this. So in this two images are formed. Again here when falls incident ray and reflected ray also, images formed in this. Okay, and when incident ray falls on this and reflected ray also, image is formed like this. Okay, like this it will form. Here the mirrors are perpendicular. So if we use formula 360 by theta, here 360 by 90 perpendicular. So 91s, 94s. 4 images will be formed. So here 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 images are formed. Okay. So in this class we learned that angle of deviation in two plane mirrors when inclined and images formed in two plane mirrors when inclined or parallel. Okay, here we learned that number of images formed is equals to 360 by theta. When this 360 by theta is even, we should not subtract or add. If 360 by theta is odd, we have to subtract -1. Okay, in that one image is not clear, so we have to subtract. So when here theta is equals to 0 degrees, theta is equals to 0 degrees, which means two plane mirrors are in parallel. Two plane mirrors are parallel. Okay, so theta is equals to 0 degrees. So here n is equals to 360 by 0 degrees. 0 degrees, which means infinity. 360 by 0 means infinity. So in parallel mirror there are infinity images formed. Okay, So this is a very important point. When two plane mirrors are parallel, images formed are infinity. Okay? ఈ వీడియో కనుక మీకు నచ్చినట్లయితే ప్లీజ్ లైక్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి. థ్యాంక్ యూ.